The mayor of New York doubling down on his call to change the city's sanctuary status. New York City Councilman Joe Borelli is with me. Sir, how long will it take before ICE can deport criminals from New York City? Because at the moment they can't.
Well, the question really is whether it ever will happen. These are laws passed by the city council in 2011, 2014, 2017, and 2019. So there are a number of local laws on the books, which the mayor is unfortunately now obligated to follow, which will prevent any cooperation, not just with the NYPD, but also our Department of Corrections. A lot of the folks that were deported or detainers were respected in the past were people that were housed on Rikers Island who were criminals, and they were able to be given right over to ICE right there on site. The problem is it's a welcome change that the mayor wants to do this, but unless the public really pushes the city council to amend these laws, if not outright repeal them, then I think the mayor is going to be up the creek without a paddle.
But that's highly unlikely, isn't it? The New York City Council is jam-packed full of progressives.
Yeah, I mean, the New York City Council makes Mayor Adams look like Ronald Reagan and how far left they are. So it's going to be very unlikely that you'll get a majority of the members to support this. The problem is the bulk of New Yorkers probably agree with Mayor Adams. Even if you're part of this progressive city and that's wonderful and you're liberal and you think we should be a sanctuary city, fine. But the bulk of New Yorkers do agree with him that if you start committing violent crimes or you're committing repeated crimes, you don't deserve to be availed of our own justice system. You don't deserve the benefits, frankly, of our justice system, where we now have to pay for your defense attorney, we have to house you, we have to try you, we have to do all that. In the past, you were just given an ICE detainer, it was respected, and you were on your way to an immigration court by the federal government, where you more than likely would have been deported.
But we still offer food and shelter and a lot of other things to anybody who needs them in New York City. That is the law. New York City must cover those people in that way. That's not changed, and there's no proposal to change that, is there?
No, and you just heard about the comptroller's report saying the mayor is wasting $50 million. This is the city comptroller who believes we should be spending $2-3 billion with a B on giving more services to these people, not less. So the city really has a backwards approach. It's been a backwards approach since Mayor Adams welcomed the first migrant off the bus and said, we're going to be a sanctuary city. We're going to pay for this. This went from a few, $1 million, which we wouldn't even notice, to a $2 and $3 billion allocation every year. And now we are backed into bad laws, both at our state level and at our city level, that basically ensure that we have to pay for them. The mayor is factually right, by the way. If we just give people cards, it might be insulting, but it's cheaper.
Nothing changes, and it gets worse and worse. And for those of us who live in the city, that's not good. Joe Borelli, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it, sir.